Yes, thank you very much. My name is Andrew Muthamia, a second year student pursuing Bachelor of Arts in Theology. I'm also an advocate for mental health, a chairperson of Upon University Peer Counselors. Yes, I'm author of this beautiful book here that advocate for mental health issues, which is a challenge to today's generation. Yes, thank you.
Thank you very much. So the title of the book is
Yes, the title of the book is Healing from Emotional Wounds. That means a journey through pain and healing.
okay, we would like to get the background first. So maybe how is the journey of a student launching a book? Because I see it's somehow tedious, somehow through hardships. So maybe I want to get a view of how is the experience through.
Yes, I want to say that journey has not been easy. I have found very tough moment of writing. It has took me years to write a book since first year. It is an idea that has been in mind. So I put into pen as that is 2023. I used to have every morning, very early in the morning, have I call it hour of writing. So I write something until now I'm able to publish a beautiful book like this that advocate for mental health. So it contains my personal life, and that is the reason why I aim to publish this book, because I have faced a lot of mental health issues such as trauma, such as heartbreaks, such as rejections, and grief and all that. And that stimulated me to come and book. And through going through those pains, I'm able to overcome them. So I hope to share experience on how I'm able to overcome, and also give psychological and also practical steps on how to overcome emotional wounds.
Okay, so maybe I've somehow gone through the book and I've seen there is a link between religion or let me say belief aspect and a psychological aspect. What is the link between religion and maybe psychological aspect in healing?
Okay. Um, okay, I have tried my best to ensure that this book is not religious. It can be read by a Muslim, can read by anybody. So I have provided a lot of psychological part of it, and although very little about not just biblical ones, but also provide a way of how identifying yourself with the Most High Creator, how He can gives you like hope, because knowing who created you, knowing who has sustained you, and believe in Him despite difficult circumstances of life. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much. So maybe I would love to have an overview of the book, maybe from the author, from the horse's own mouth. Yeah.
So the book starts with the author's journey. That is the first chapter. So the first chapter, it's able to take you the author's journey of through pain and healing. So it will provide how I was able to go through a lot of grief of my dad, able to go through a lot of rejections from relatives, able to go through relationship outbreaks, and many other emotional wounds. So it takes you through my own life up to date, and also I have provided ways on how I able to overcome through emotional wounds. So the second chapter, it also I have started now with my own life. Then the second chapter, you provide the nature of emotional wounds. How can you know that you have emotional wounds? Because the first step of healing is acknowledging that you have emotional wounds. So it provide a ways on how to identify if you have emotional wounds, because most of the emotional wounds are invisible and not possible to see them, but most people suffer. It's just like a cancer or a very disease that like cancer and HIV, that you can live without them even without knowing, and you are living a heavy life, but comes to affect you later. So it has 9 chapters. So the third chapter, it is the impact of emotional wounds. So if you don't cure the emotional wounds, if you don't overcome them, they have a great impact to human being. So that is chapter 3. Then chapter 4, it is get to understand the root of emotional wounds. Where did they came from? For example, they like stress. Stress can cause physical health illness, like can cause or you can cause like stomach ulcers and all that. So if you're able to understand the root of emotional wounds, you can able to overcome them before they bring other complicated issues. So chapter 5, it is the breakups and the emotional toll. Then chapter 6 is a psychological framework of healing. I have discussed about the psychological ways. Then we have the chapter 7 is practical approaches of healing emotional wounds. I have provided very practical ways, very simple one. How can you practice, like crying despite the culture saying that you're not supposed to heal, you're not supposed to cry. So I provide practical ways on how to overcome emotional wounds. Then chapter 8, I have conducting a lot of counseling sections, and most of my clients have agreed me to share their stories. So I have provided stories or inspirational stories in chapter 7 of some of clients, but those names that are there are not the real names of themselves, but they are real stories on how they able to overcome emotional wounds. So then the last chapter is the moving forward and embracing the change. So how now you are able to identify your emotions, you are able to know how to overcome those emotional wounds. Now what is the way forward so that they may not occur again, or they may not affect your life. So it provide a way forward how to embrace the change. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. So one of the problems or challenges that we are having in this current society is that we have the resources, you have the books, but that pro-reading culture is not with us. Have you in any way simplified your book so that it may attract people, so that it may give people ease in terms of reading in this generation that we are living in?
Okay. My book you can read for one day and complete it. It has only 84 pages. It has only 84 pages. 84 pages, and they are very convenient to read. They are very insightful ones. They're not going to bore you. So it is a very simple to read. So I encourage anybody to, because some of the people once they face those emotional wounds, ndio wanataenda kutafuta to get the help. But if you are able to read this insightful book, you will have knowledge on how to overcome them once they arrive. Yeah.
Thank you very much for your time. Being an author, being a reader, being a psychologist, being a counselor, we are much grateful that you have brought to us something that is going to create impact in the society, whereby emotional trauma and stress and mental health issues are some of the emergent issues that are affecting us. So maybe your last parting shot to us as we part ways for now.
Okay. Thank you very much. I want to say that I want to recommend this book to everybody, despite despite the religion, despite the background or the age. I recommend anybody, including the professionals who are dealing with occupations that deal with the hidden emotions, such as doctors, nurses, everybody. So I encourage everybody to have a copy. It will provide ways on how to overcome mental health issues. So thank you very much. Don't die alone. Speak up. Speaking up is no sign of weakness. It's a sign of strength. and sharing your life story. It does not mean you are less human being, or even we don't cry as a man. As I provide in this book, that crying is one of healing from emotional wounds. Don't stop yourself from crying. Don't stop yourself from expressing yourself to people. The most people that you trust. There are good people who are there to help you. There are good people who are there to help you to go through this journey of healing from emotional wounds. Thank you very much, and God bless you.
Thank you very much, my viewers. A problem shared is a problem half solved, and I invite you all so that we can fight mental health together. Thank you very much.